Hello, everyone. How are you? Happy New Year. Whoop, whoop. Welcome to 2023. Woohoo! Can you guys believe how the years are just like flying by us? It's kind of ridiculously crazy how fast the years are going. I feel like I'm aging like within days. It's kind of crazy. Hello, Joe. Hello, Kathleen. Hello, Peggy. I hope you guys had a wonderful new year and was all safe because you're here watching me. So that means you're safe enough. You had a safe enough new year to be here live with me. Yes, we sat up and we played games and just kind of had just a little family time. My mom brought me down that bottle of wine that I had been telling you guys about, and I wound up breaking into that, and oh my gosh, it is fabulous. I wound up drinking the whole bottle. Very, very, very low alcohol percentage. So it's not like I got drunk or anything like that, because that's not my forte. Those were quite a few younger years of mine. Do not get into the drunk days anymore. Hello, Frida. So yes, hopefully 2023 has some amazing things to bring. I'm excited for the new year. And with us here in Stampin' Up, new year, new mini catalog. So that is awesome. Along with not only a new mini catalog, but whoop whoop, celebrations as well. So that is where all of you can earn free product while buying the new items out of that mini catalog. That's always so much fun, because who doesn't love free, right? You know you're going to be buying those things out of that new catalog because it is just so gorgeous. And there's so many things that you're going to want that, hey, you get to have free things on top of that. How awesome is that, right? Oh, I like the word free. Let me just be honest with you. So, with that being said, with that new catalog, I have a paper share that is still able to be registered for. You can register for that through the last day of that to register and pay for that is on January 8th. And then I will be ordering the paper January 9th. So just to let you guys know, you have a little bit under a week, a day less than a week to register for that. For those of you who have already registered, I will be sending out invoices starting the 4th, which, speaking of the 4th is the last day that you can continue ordering product out of the July-December mini catalog. So if you have been kind of just waiting on some of those items, you're going to want to get that in ASAP. A lot of those items are no longer available. They are discontinued. They were as supplies lasted. So the way you would know is go in, start placing your order. If an item is discontinued already and is no longer available, it will not pop up in your order. So just to let you know that. How do you work your paper share? If you go to stampinthepinkbarn.com, which is my blog, across the top tab is a paper share. If you click that tab, you can then go down and it will tell you everything about my paper shares. And it will tell you the paper that I am including in it, and how it works. And the registration link is right there for you. So you can go ahead and look at that. And then find out all about the good things in that, because it's where you get to get your hands on all the beautiful paper without having to spend all that money getting all the big packs, because this is where it's kind of like a sampler pack, I guess you might say. You get a quarter pack of the paper that is inside of the new upcoming mini catalog. That excludes the host paper in that. But like I said, you can read about all the papers that I include in that, and you can register right there. So, from Manitoba, Canada, it is probably very, very chilly where you are, Elaine. I am here in Tucson, Arizona, and it is quite mild here. I will say today and yesterday were pretty dreary. We don't get to see a whole heck of a lot of rain unless it's monsoon season for us, and that is in the middle of the summer. But we have had a couple of moist days here in our winter here in the middle of the desert. Now that being said, it is still like during the day, it's in the mid 60s. Sometimes it goes down to like the high 50s. But other than that, we don't get snow. Every once in a blue moon will we see a dusting of snow. But it does not last for very long. It is kind of like if you blink, you might miss it. Hello, Denise. So yeah, so I do miss the snow, and I know where a lot of you guys, from Australia. Oh yeah, you guys are summertime over in Australia. That's right. Oh, it was melting there. Oh, well, see, I guess it was mild for everybody today. At least it's not like being back in, God, I keep reading about Buffalo, New York, and how they have god-awful feet of snow. Like they're crazy. It's like over 5 feet deep. You see these pictures and people are upstairs in their homes and they're taking pictures down through their window, and their cars are like gone. Their cars are completely covered in snow. Like I saw this one picture that this person was standing up out of their window, and they had shoveled the snow around their car, and they could show you how high up the snow goes where their car is. You could see like the side of their car, and the snow went completely over. It was just crazy. Oh, so yeah, it's kind of crazy where, different places, the weather can just, shift like that. I did read something about that they've had to ship in water or bring in water to those people there in Buffalo, New York, because of the hard freeze and the hard snow, that they're not able to get out and get water. And that's kind of, pretty scary, especially if you've got pipes that freeze and all that kind of stuff. Like I said, here in Tucson, Arizona, we don't have to worry about that. We are pretty southwestern, where it gets very, very hot here in the summer and very, very mild here in the winter. And that's why this is a very desirable place to live. Now, we do have a lot of snowbirds, is what they're called. And it's where a lot of people during the summer will live in their regular areas of, like, for instance, I know quite a few of our people that we know here locally. They go to Michigan and Missouri and Minnesota, and that we have a lot of those people who live here during the winter time, because their winters are so cold. They come here to get away from that cold, but then they don't want to be here when we're like 115, 125 degrees. They take off back home where it is much milder there. Granted, they have the god-awful, humidity that we don't have here. I can't handle that humidity. That's what I've always talked about, maybe wanting to go to Epcot and Disney World and that kind of stuff over in Florida. But holy moly, I have friends that have gone there, and they say that even during the wintertime, the humidity is just ridiculous, and I can't do humidity. So I'm like, okay, I guess that is something I won't be doing. But I did see a commercial the other day. Hello, Kay. I was actually talking to my daughter about it, about a Disney cruise. They have this new Disney cruise thing that just looks, oh, amazing. Like, of course, it's Disney. It's going to be magical, right? We all think of Disney being so magical. And so I thought that would be pretty cool to be out on the water. Not to say that I'm a huge fan of being on the water, but these are huge ships. You're not even going to know you're on like this big massive ocean, right? I know lots of people who do cruises and they say it is just fabulous. So that might be something that would be worth us checking into and not having to deal with the Florida humidity and crocodiles and all that kind of stuff, because I'm not into that either. That's one of the things I've always said, that I want to go to Michigan. I don't know what my desire is in Michigan, but I've always thought it's so beautiful there. I'm very much into that country scene. And just from pictures that I've seen, I see these big, beautiful red barns and just this, you know, the cows and the sheep and all the things that I'm into. And so I've always said I want to go to Michigan, that and Maine. But if it is that humidity stuff, I won't be there for very long, because not only is it the humidity, but they're bugs. We've got creepy crawlies here in the desert, but they can't handle the heat very well, so you don't see them very often. Now, over there, I've heard that there's crickets the size of like cats, and I can't, there's no way in the world I am dealing with that at all. That would freak me out. I don't like creepy crawlies. I am like super, super afraid of bugs. I really have a huge phobia with them. I did the Disney cruise back in 2003. It was amazing. See, that's what I'm saying, Cheryl. I think it would be so much fun, especially since and I'm sure it's all temperature controlled as well, right? I don't know, do they have air conditioning on those ships? I guess it depends on where you take the cruise to as well, because of the fact that my daughter, during the summer here, she has to be indoors where it's always air conditioned, because it will trigger seizures for her. So I guess that's something I might have to check into. But again, you're out on the water. I can't imagine it being super, super hot, but I guess it does depend on where you're traveling on the ship. Well, Peggy, I'm telling you, one of these days we're going to be buying an RV and we're going to be heading that way. So I will definitely have to let you know when I head that way, and maybe we can grab some coffee. That would be fun, huh? And we can craft together. You spent a week in Michigan in Sterling Heights, right outside of Detroit. It was less than impressed. Oh, really? Well, see, Detroit, that's not a place I want to go. Oh, there is AC on the ships. Yeah, Detroit, I don't want to go. I don't want to go to the big cities. I'm more thinking of being out of the city. I'm not a city girl. Those are, again, past my days. I don't get into going in. So it's kind of funny. The other day we went to the mall. Me and my husband did. We went out to eat on, I think it was New Year's or something. I don't remember what day it was. We went out to dinner, and then we went to the mall to just scope things out, because it's been forever and a hot minute before that we've been to the mall. So it was so crazy busy. I did not know people go to the mall anymore. It reminded me of being a teenager again. And it was after Christmas. I don't know why all these people were there. Maybe it's because school's out right now because of the holiday vacation. But it was like so crazy overwhelming with people. Like I told him, I'm actually getting anxiety right now because there's so many people in this mall. And it's the mall that we go to get our glasses and stuff. There is a Lens Crafters in the mall there. And I have never, ever seen it busy like that. So it was very, very crazy going to the mall and feeling like I was a teenager again, and all these people were around. So yeah, just one of those crazy things that I was like, okay, I'm definitely not into the city thing anymore. I like being rural. I like being way the heck out here with my calm, quiet animals. So yeah, just one of those things. Oh, look, you guys see, I cut my hair off. Well, I didn't, but I had my mom cut my hair. She cut about 6 inches off. So it is, let me back up a little bit. Look, it only comes to like right here. Isn't that crazy? But it feels so good and so healthy now. Yeah. She said, she goes, I can't believe we cut that much off your hair. And I go, but oh, it feels so much better. I have the thinnest, finest hair. Thank you, Vicky, for sharing. Thank you so much. I have the thinnest, finest hair, and I'm trying to find something to do with it. And so another reason why we went to the mall is because I was going to see if there was just like a salon. I don't want to go to like Supercuts or Great Clips or something like that. I was trying to see if there's a place that I can actually make an appointment, go in and have them help me. Oh, Portland, Oregon, my stomping grounds. Hello, Rhea. To try to get my grays to kind of like get rid of the dark and get all my grays back in line, just so I'm not like half gray, half dark. So, oh yes, normally you're in Casa Grande. That's right. You are visiting Portland. Woohoo! What's the weather like up there? I know that's where Frida is at as well, is up in good old Oregon. The Ren Fest. Where is that? Where did you guys say the Ren Fest was? It is about 20 minutes north. Where I'm considered country. Oh, see, the Ren Fest, that might be something that I would be into, because if it's country, then that's my thing. When we used to live up in Oregon, we used to go to this little town called, okay, you guys are going to have to help me out here. Oh, what was it called? Mount something. And they had a, like a Renaissance type thing. And they had like the beer brats and the, Oktoberfest. They always had that. It was up like in the mountains. Oh shoot, I can't remember now. I know I've got some Oregon people on here watching. Maybe you guys can help me out. Not Mount Rainier. That's not where I'm thinking. Where am I at? It's like up above, I can see, oh, Silverton. Silverton, it's like up in the mountains, up past that. Hello, Patty. So I can't remember the name of the town, but St. Paul, I know they have beer and Oktoberfest up there too. I don't think that's what I was thinking, but just like that. But that's my thing. I can totally handle like Renaissance. That's about as city as I can get. I don't do the dress up thing. Mount Angel, that's what it was. That's exactly what I was thinking. Mount Angel. Why couldn't I think of that? I knew one of you had me. Yeah, Mount Angel is where we used to go, and we used to do the Oktoberfest up there, and that was wonderful. That's still, I could totally do that all the time and not have to worry about going into Portland ever again. That's just, well, and a lot has changed in the 10 years that we've lived down here up there in Oregon. A lot has changed, I've heard. I haven't been back. I do need to go back, and I need to see family, friends, all that kind of stuff. But we are still, even after 10 years, there's just, it seems like every year that we want to get up there and do something, something comes up, and it's like, oh, well, I guess we're not doing it this year. So it just seems to be kind of the MO that keeps happening. All right, let me get you guys flipped around, since I've been on kind of a squirrely tangents here. I've been all over the place with my conversation, but that's me. So let me get you guys flipped around, and we're going to talk some business, and then we're going to get into some super, super cute cards. All right, so hold on. Okay. I think that is pretty good there. Well, my whole stand is a bit crooked, but we're going to just roll with it. I'll tip my phone a little bit. I hate it when it looks super crooked, but we're just going to go with it. I think that looks okay. At least it's not as crooked as it was. Maybe. Okay. So I am Danny Garola here with stampinthepinkbarn.com. That is my blog where you can go over and get all the dimensions of the cards that I'm making today. There's going to be a shopping list there, and that is where you will find the replay of this video also. Ah, that looks very crooked. Hold on, you guys. Hello, Judy. Hold on, let me try to get this thing a little bit straighter because this is going to drive me bananas. Because watching myself, I look very crooked. Okay, I think that looks a little bit straighter as long as we're not staring at my, look at my goofy socks. Look at these. I have these toed socks for Christmas. Aren't those cute? But you guys don't want to stare at that. Hello, Danette. Hey, Danette, your Christmas card came back to me in the mail. I mailed it out a couple weeks ago and it just came back to me. So when I am done here, I will message you and find out if I am missing your address or something in your address. So I still have my December host code up here. I am keeping that open through... I think I'm going to keep it open till Wednesday-ish. I'm not sure. I can leave it open for a little bit. But it's just easier if I keep that open probably until I'm done with my paper share order. So if you see that it says December host code, still know that this is a open host code. Alrighty. Trying to see what I have on my calendar just so I make sure with the new year there's so many things coming up. We have an amazing join promotion coming up that I am so excited for so many people to join my team with. You can read all about that join promotion. It is in the last page of your celebrations brochure. There are 3 options that you can pick. One for joining my team. So super, super awesome. We have a new mini Stampin' Cut and Boss machine, and it is a blue color. They call it the boho blue. It is super, super pretty. I was going to purchase it. I'm still not sure if I'm going to order it or not because I don't really need 2 minis, but having a blue one would be kind of cool. Because it would just make it stand out versus my other 2. So I don't know. I'm still kind of on the fence deciding whether or not I need it. I don't need anything, but wanting and needing are 2 different things, right? All right. So key to my heart is our current paper pumpkin kit that is in rotation. This is available through January 10th to subscribe to this. This is all about making some super, super cute Valentine's cards. It says, let love in this season and get just what you need to make crafts filled with sweetness in our all-inclusive kit. This month, you're going to get enough product to make 9 cards, 3 each of 3 designs and 9 coordinating envelopes, a special love-themed photopolymer stamp set that is exclusive just to this paper pumpkin, 1 fresh freesia ink spot, which is your little ink pad that you're going to get, and a unique padlock and key die cut that you can mix and match to create something something heartfelt. Okay, you can also, there is an add-on that you can purchase this month with this kit. It is little heart-shaped boxes. You get 10 heart-shaped boxes with 10 key-shaped stickers. They're 3x4 in size, so perfect for little treats. It has petal pink with gold foil. So you can purchase those right from my store. This, you would need to subscribe to the link that is in the description of this video. We are here at my free every Monday Facebook Live. So you've still got a little bit of time to get this paper and that stamp set, that framed festive. This is going to last until Wednesday, January 4th. And thank you, Kay, for sharing. Thank you so much. So this will be available, the paper and that stamp set. This is already gone. This bundle up here is in that current catalog, or the new mini catalog that starts the 5th of January. Again, with my December incentive gift, when you use this host code, I'm still continuing this on. So no matter what, if you use that host code, until I let you know that that host code is no longer available, you're going to still get that amazing gift from me of the assorted 6x6 free designer series paper with the order, as long as you use that host code. My paper share, I've discussed this a little bit earlier, but the annual, or the January-April 2023 mini catalog paper share registration is open and will be open until the 9th of January. I will have to have, or through the 8th of January, sorry. You will have to have your payment in by the 8th along with your registration. I will send you an invoice as soon as you register for that. So I will be ordering the paper on the 9th. So that's why I'm closing it on the 8th. So I make sure everybody gets their payments in. Those of you who have already signed up for it, I will be starting to send out invoices Wednesday the 4th, just to let you know. You can register for this over on my blog, stampinthepaintbarn.com. Go to that paper share tab and it'll bring that right up. Mystery stamping. Mystery stamping this month is taking place on the 11th here on Facebook. It is a live event that I do. We all make a card together, and then you just have to take a picture of your completed card using the layout that I show you guys. And come the 18th, I will draw a winner of all of you who submit a photo of your card over in my private group, which is the Pink Barn Stampers group. Thank you, Cheryl. I love that you always got my back on throwing those up there for me. So I will be putting up the supplies on Wednesday the 4th. We will have the event on the 11th. You can see the event here in my events page here on Facebook, and then I will draw the winner on the 18th. So make sure you watch this at any time past the 11th so you can get your card made and submitted by the 18th. All right, don't forget that we have our last chance list of goodies out of this July-December mini catalog. There's some amazing goodies in here that are on for a discounted price. So you can grab this PDF right here. I have put this for a downloadable PDF over on my blog. If you go over there and then go to the promotions tab, scroll down, and you're going to see the last chance promotion, and you can print this right off or save it to your device and then go through and mark the items that you want to purchase and get those at a great discount. Some of them are up to 60% off. Okay. So tonight I am going to be using some fabulous products from that mini catalog and the upcoming celebrations brochure as well. And I'm going to take my sweater off because I'm starting to heat up with all these lights. If you are looking for a demonstrator, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and you are new to Stampin' Up!, you can request catalogs from me. There is a link in the description of this video, and you can register to get catalogs from me so you don't miss out on any of the wonderful products that I am showing you. All right, so today, this card that we are going to make, this first card, is inspired by Miss Rhea, and I know I just saw her pop in here. So she has sent me this super cute little easel card, but I'm going to use this design to make a calendar so people can set on their desks just like this. These are great for team members, those of you who are demonstrators. If you have a team and you're always looking for something little to send out to your team members, this is a great thing to do at the beginning of the year. so you can send out calendars to your current team members, so you can so they can keep that on their desk and just tell them a little thank you, you know, for being on your team and being a part of who you are and what you know, are into. Hello, Gwen. Hello, Patty. Hello, Anna. All right, so I'm going to be, I think I'm going to use the sentiment from Flowering Tulips. I really like this sentiment here, just because it talks about starting like a new day and that kind of stuff. It says, let today be the start of something new. I thought that would be great to put on a calendar because every day is a new day, right? We are going to be using the paper called Fancy Flora. Now, this is a new paper. This is included in my paper share. This paper here is in the mini catalog coming up. It's full of those, it looks like it's been painted on a canvas. It's got some gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous colors in here. This is a big pack. You get 48 sheets. This is 6 by 6. Look at all those colors that you can play with. And then not only do you have that side, but you've got the flip side as well. Look at all the yellows. Look at the colors, you guys. Oh, so bright and cheery. So I'm going to be using this piece right here. I just love the colors in this because, of course, it has evening evergreen, and for some reason I'm not a green lover, but I tell you, evening evergreen has got me hooked. Okay, so there's our little calendar. Let me get the pieces out that we're going to need. So our base for this little calendar or little easel card, you can do it either just a regular card that somebody can just set on their desk like Rhea has done for me, or you can turn this into the calendar, which is what I'm going to show you. So your base piece is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, just one sheet, so pretty much the half of a card base. You're going to need another piece in that same color. You're going to need this at 7 3/4 by 2, and we're going to be doing some scoring to this piece here. Okay, so what we need to do is I need to get this out of the way, and I'm going to open this up. So our first score mark is going to be at the half mark. So we're doing all of our scoring on our 7 3/4 inch side. So at a 1/2 inch, we're going to score there. Then we're going to move to 4 3/4, and we're going to score there. We're going to move it to 6. So just bump it all the way up to the edge here of your arm and score. And then you're going to move it to 7 1/4. Okay, so just like that. So we've got our 1/2 inch, 4 3/4, 6, and 7 1/4. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to fold these two ends into themselves. Then with this piece here, we're going to fold it in, out, and then that little tab is going to go like that. So then it's going to sit like that. So you're going to kind of see a little W for your little stand, your little easel piece, just so you see what that looks like. So while I have my cutter out here, I'm going to cut this down, and I'm going to do this at, was I going to leave an 1/8 of an inch, or I think I'll leave an 1/8 of an inch, but I'm going to look at this because I'm going to stamp right on here. So I am going to do this at 5 1/8. Or no, 5 3/8, sorry. And we are going to cut this down to 4 1/8, just like that. So that will leave us 1/8 of an inch around the outside. So you're just gonna barely see that evening evergreen because this is such gorgeous paper. We wanna see as much of that as possible. Then the other piece of designer series paper that we're gonna need is I'm gonna use the leftovers that I had right here. This I'm going to cut at 4 inches by 1 3/4, just like that. This is going to actually fit right here on the back of our little easel mechanism. Then my other piece that I need, so wherever you get your little mini calendars from, I get mine from Tailored Expressions. I just took my card base color and I just cut this about 1/4 of an inch difference. So I think I need to cut this to 1/4 of an inch because I didn't cut it down small enough. And I want to be able to, so I'm going to do this at, I'm going to do it at 5 1/4 by 4. Because I want the same margin around it all. And since I've already cut everything at 1/4 of an inch smaller, this being 1/8 of an inch is just going to look kind of off as far as I'm concerned. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this piece here and we're going to adhere that to the front. Okay, just like that. I'm going to take my little calendar here and do the same thing on the front of this little piece of paper. Now my calendar measured, I think it was 3 by 4. Okay, 3 by 2 1/4. So my my cardstock piece is 3 3/4 or 3 1/4 by 2 1/2. Okay, that is going to get set right over here. This is our little mechanism that's going to go on the back. I'm just going to apply this designer series paper right to this piece here, just to continue that paper onto the back because it is such gorgeous paper. So then what I want to do is I want to fold this all up and this piece here because I'm going to put glue on here, and when I go to press this down, I'm going to line it up right here, and then I'm going to put glue up here and fold that in and line it up also. So I left about maybe 1/4 of an inch, or no, about 1/2 inch off the side over here to lay that down. And then I thought I had a piece of white scrap, and now I don't know what I did with it. So I'm going to grab a piece of white. Where is it? Oh, maybe this is it, but that doesn't seem big enough. Nope, that's not big enough. So I'm going to have to cut a piece of white. So bear with me 2 seconds. So we get a piece of white out here. Thank you, Patty, for sharing. Okay, so I'm just going to look at this, and this is at 3 1/8, so I'm going to cut that down to 2 7/8. 2 7/8 by 4. And that is where you can write to your recipient. These can go right into an envelope. It'll fit into an envelope. Okay, so there is how that sits, just like that. Okay, but we need to put this calendar on here, and I'm also going to stamp right on the front. Now this is where I haven't attached this yet because I want to be sure this stamp is going to work in that little area. I want Evening Evergreen. I guess I should have probably stamped this first, but I didn't. I'm going to stamp this right here. Make sure I've got good ink on that. Oh, perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. And I wanted to make sure that I had it in the lighter color of this paper so you can see that. Then I'm going to put my calendar right here. Okay, then you would just rip that piece off there, and then your calendar is good to go. And then let's do a little ribbon at the top of this, or maybe some twine. I don't like that. Let's use, yeah, that looks good with that brown color in there. Move this over, wrap this a couple of times, come back around. Tie this. Okay, grab my ribbon. Whoops. Come on, cut already. And then I've got all these neat little fluffy little bows here. I wrapped it 3 times. And then I need my mini glue dots here. Just gonna roll one of these up like a little taco. Place it right there, and then I am going to put my little bow right like that. Okay, with those little pieces hanging down, and then that will sit on my recipient's desk just like that. They will always have their little calendar right there, so they can look and see, they can circle any dates that they need. This will go in an envelope. I can mail these right out. You can write to your recipient right there, but isn't that such a cute, fun, just really great little gift idea to give out to people? You could put your business logo on the back here. If you have a business card, you can actually just tack it right on there. And then they would see that this, if you know businesses or whatnot and you're trying to build your business, these are great to give out as little gifts to people. And then they can see the beauty of our paper and our product. So there is our first project. Okay, let me get some of this stuff moved around here. Yeah, this paper is just gorgeous. You guys are going to love that paper. Again, that is called the Fancy Flora. That is in the mini catalog. All right, let me get this moved out of the way so I can bring it back in when we're done and show you all of the cards at once. All right, let's do winners of last week's video. All right, so last week we made some really super cute cards using some of that retiring product. So for the first card that I made 2 of them because with the layout that I was showing you guys, you take 2 pieces of paper, put them together, and then you cut on the diagonal. So it'll give you 2 of the same cut of that paper. So the winner will be able to choose which one they want. I'm going to call this one the blue. I'm going to call this one the pink because it's predominantly pink. You've got the pink writing over here. You've got predominant blue with the blue writing. So whoever wins this, I want you to reach out to me and let me know which card you want. The winner of this one for liking last week's video, this is going to Anna Rebadoo. And I think I saw her pop in here. So Anna, tell me which one of these cards you would like, blue or pink, and I will send that in the mail to you. I also put a little strip matching the paper on the inside. I didn't put anything in there since they're thank you cards. You can thank whoever you would be sending this to. Hello, Linda. All right, so that is going to go, one of those is going to go to Anna. All right, card number 2 was this beautiful, just simple black and white card here using that Christmas barn. Thank you, Patty, for sharing, for commenting last week for this super pretty little simple black and white card. This is going to go to Noreen Bandiff. So Noreen, congratulations. This super pretty card is going to go your way. I believe I have your address, but if not, and you know that you haven't gotten any cards from me, can you please send me your address through either Facebook Messenger or you can email me at stampinthepinkbarn@gmail.com and I can get this in the mail to you, Noreen. All right, this fancy little fold here, this is such a bright and cheery card. It says, feel better, friend. So obviously, if your friend is not feeling well, this will be bright and lovely to cheer them up and make them feel a little bit better with a smile, with something bright and happy. For sharing last week's video, this is going to go to Vicky Akins. Not sure if I'm saying it right. Oh, yep, she just congratulated somebody on here. So Vicky, I need you to send me your address because I'm pretty sure I don't have yours. So again, you can either message me here through Facebook on Messenger, or you can email me, stampinthepinkbarn@gmail.com, and let me know your address, and I will get this super bright and cheery card your way. All right, congratulations, you guys. Woohoo! So remember, like, comment, and share in order to win the cards that we are making today. Next week, I will draw the winners. All right, so the next card that we're going to make, I am going to be using the Stylish Shape dies. Now, I was contemplating whether or not I wanted to use this or the, where did I put them? The layering circles. Where the heck did I put them? Oh, they're over here in this other one. That's right. I needed it for both cards. So the layering circles. So I'm not quite sure which one I'm going to use. It'll all kind of just depend on this card. So let's go ahead and get into this. So I'm going to be using 2 new products in the celebrations catalog. This one here is called Sending Support. This is a level 2 celebrations item. So in other words, when you spend increments of $50 or $100, you can get a free item out of celebrations. So level 2 means once you spend $100, you can pick this as your free gift to you through celebrations. This is all about sending support. This comes with 11 stamps. Some days are harder than others. Sending loving thoughts and prayers. Hope today is one of the easier ones. There are so many ways you might feel right now. Alone shouldn't be one of them. Here for you always. Good luck. It's okay to not feel okay. You've got this. My shoulder is yours. Courage is being really scared and doing it anyways. Aren't those great sentiments? I mean, really, there's always those cards that you have to make for people. And this is a great way of just, you know, it just makes up for, sometimes we can't find the words. So having a stamp set like this is just wonderful. It already says what we need to say, and then we don't have to really think very hard about it. The other product that I'm going to be using is called the Dainty Flowers. Now this is also a celebrations item. That is, I believe, a level 1. So this can be earned with a $50 purchase. So let me show you this gorgeous paper. Oops, I pulled out the wrong pack. I already had one opened here. So this has got some gorgeous paper in it. So you've got this one here with the fresh freesia, and you've got the greens and some of those green ferny pieces. This is really neat where you can cut it in half, and then you can have these. I'm going to actually be playing with a section of this today. Again, with some really pretty greens on the back. Look at this one with those dainty little flowers. That is the colors of Rich Razzleberry and Blackberry Bliss, along with your green Mossy Meadows. Look at that blue. Isn't that gorgeous? Here's some more floral print here. Along with some watercolor on the other side. Here is a full sheet of that one that I was just showing you. Then you've got these right here that are awesome. You can cut these out and make these as individual cards. You can put a sentiment either going this way, like if it was facing you like an oval, or you can turn it like this and put your sentiment this way in there and really make yourself 6 cards just right out the gate. Really easy to have on hand. That has got some beautiful watercolor on the back side of it. There's a big sheet of that greenery there with that fresh freesia, and then there is that flowers again. Then you've got this one here that's got the flowers with all the different colors on it. And then the back side is a really, really pretty pink, that petal pink, Blushing Bride. I gotta get my brain in gear and remember all these. With the new catalog, it's always hard. I have to try to retrain my brain again to know all the colors that are in with those papers. But I don't have it yet. I've been playing with them. I've been really going crazy on Valentine's cards because I think I am going to do a class. Well, I'm not going to mess with this right now. I'm just going to set it over here. I'm going to do a PDF class for the Country Lane Floral, I believe is what it's called. It is that one that is in the very beginning of the mini catalog. It's got the big heart, and it comes with the punch. It's called Country Floral Lane. That is what it's called. It's got that country, the country bouquet bundle. with those hearts. So I'm going to be doing a PDF class for that. So it would require you to purchase that bundle in order to make those cards. And I will get that up and going here probably within like the next week or so, so you guys can purchase those. All right, so for this card, I am using Blackberry Bliss. This is 8.5 by 5.5, and I've simply taken it, folded it in half, and burnished it. And let me show you guys a new way that I started burnishing my cards, because it just makes things a lot easier. So if I lay out my trimmer, I can take both ends of my card, bump it up against my arm right here, the arm of my trimmer, and then I just take my bone folder, I can find what I did with it, and then I just run that down to make that burnished, because then I know both ends are going to be even because I've bumped them up against this. You could do it this way as well, and then burnish it this way. Just make sure your arm is flipped up, and then do this. Hello, Marcia. Okay, then our next layer that we need is that fresh freesia piece. It's got the green floral on the back. This is, I did this in 1/8 of an inch. So this is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8 of an inch. Then my next piece that I need are my, why do I have 2 of these here? Okay, I guess I need this one. All right, this piece here is going to go right on here. Then these are all in Blackberry Bliss. So we need 3 of the little squares. I thought I had this in my brain, but now I realize I don't. They are 1.5 by 1.5. This piece here is 4 7/8 by 2 1/8. Okay, so this is going to set here. Then we've got our little squares that are going to go right down the side here. Then I have taken a piece of that florally paper that I was showing you, where you could, I was telling you, you could cut it in half and make cards with it. So what I've done is I've cut off a little 2-inch strip. I've cut off a 2-inch strip down this. And that is where I got this little floral piece, because I love the colors in this, and that was the colors that I was going for. So that is 2 by 4 3/4. That is going to go on there. Then I've got all these little tiny squares using that paper that has those really dainty little flowers in that Blackberry Bliss and Rich Razzleberry. I really like that with that hint of green. Those are 1.5 by 1 1 3/8 by 1 3/8. Those are going to go right there. Yeah, because my squares are, my cardstock is 1.5 by 1.5, so it's just 1/8 of an inch smaller than that. Okay, that's going to go right there. So let's go ahead and adhere all these things before I lose pieces. Okay, there is my base with the first layer. Okay, there is the next layer. And then now let's do these little flowers. Okay, like that. The next one. Okay, and one more here. Okay, just like that. Then we have to decide, I need another scrap of that Blackberry Bliss. And then I need a scrap of white, which, where did I put that scrap of white? There it is. Why I was losing my white. I'll show you the other card that I made also using this same design, but I did it in a little bit different color. I wanted this much richer using that Blackberry Bliss. So that's why I went with this one. So let's go ahead and get these adhered. Yes, Cheryl, I love this card also. I just love the rich colors of this card. When I saw the paper of this Dainty, what did I call it? Dainty Flowers? Yep, it's called Dainty Flowers. When I saw that in the celebrations, I was like, oh my goodness. This paper is going to be like one of my favorites. I'm not much of a floral person. I don't really get into flowers all that often. I don't make very many cards that have to do with flowers, but I love the colors. The rich colors in this, I think, are what just grabbed me, and I was like, okay, well, I guess I like flowers now. I'm normally more into like the cutesy little animals and the sayings and sentiments and the little labels and all that kind of stuff. That's more of my thing. There's so many other demonstrators that are really into the floral thing that I feel like there's so many people doing flowers that I have to do something else then. Like, I'm really liking that little, what is that? That ice cream set that we have, that milkshake that is coming out in that catalog. Love that set too. I've been really playing with that as well. Okay, so there is our layout. And then let's do, I'm going to grab my Blackberry Bliss. Gotta remember to put that stamp away. And then I am going to use It's Okay Not to Feel Okay. Oh, this thing is so stuck on here. And I have no fingernails during the winter time. The dryness here just makes my fingernails just crumble. They're like paper thin. It's awful. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp this on the white. Hello, Susan. I'm going to kind of move it over here because I'm going to die cut that with one of my little circle shapes. All right, so let's move this stuff. I'm going to need this and I'm going to need this. So let's move the card out of the way. And these, I'm going to decide which one of the circles I want to use for this. So I can use that with that. So there'll be just a hint of that. Or I can come in with my stylish shapes. Cut that one out, and I think this one might just work on that because I think that's what I used. I'm going to actually use this one since I will show you with the other card using these ones. Let's do this one here just to make it a little bit different. So I'm going to go use the big Stampin' Cut and Emboss so I can cut both of these out at one time. Okay, so here are our pieces. Where did I put my, oh, I left it up here. I need this. Put that away. So I use the layering circles. Okay, so we're just gonna glue this on here. Oh my gosh, my finger. I was out putting away, you know how I told you for Christmas we decorate with those big blow up things outside? Well, I had it anchored down with a big piece of wood because when the wind gets blowing, it'll take those things and just blow them right out of my yard. But I was untying the anchors and a part of the wood, a sliver went up underneath my fingernail and inside of my finger. And oh, every time I touch anything with that finger, it just kills me. I got the splinter out, but it's still sore. All right, here's our card. Here's our little sentiment, and I'm gonna just place this right down here. I'm gonna pop that up right there. So let's grab some dimensionals. Yeah, I know. When I was out there, I was just like, holy geez, really? I gotta stab myself with this thing. Those are mini dimensionals. I need a pack of big dimensionals. Thought I had an open pack. Oh well. So yeah, of course, everything that I pick up, and if it lifts my fingernail at all, it's just so sore. And I can see that it's bruised underneath there, but luckily the biggest thing was making sure that I got that sliver out from underneath there. Okay, so it's okay to not feel okay. Okay, I'm going to set that right there. Okay. Then I am going to grab some of our embellishments. Let's see, what do we need here? Oh, I'm going to use those because I like this light purple in with this. I think it'll just be just enough, like this fresh freesia back here. You've got these in 3 different sizes. You've got the smallest, medium, and large in these. I'll put that there. A big one right here. And then let's do the smallest one right on there. There we go. Isn't that so pretty? And see, and that's another good thing with a paper share that I do, is you get yourself enough paper that you can play with it and see whether or not you really like the paper, because sometimes you'll see a paper and you'll think that you fall in love with it, and then when you get it, it's just like, oh, I should have got that other paper. But at that point, you already have it, right? So that's one of the good things with a paper share that I offer for you guys, is that you get enough to play with, but then you're not committed to buying the whole pack. Because then if you do really like it, then you know that, hey, I'm going to buy 2 of that pack, not just 1. Okay, so there is my card. Now look, here's the other one that I made. Now see the difference in the color here? I used the rich razzleberry on this one with some white. So I used a white card base. I did my next layer with rich razzleberry, used the same background layer with that fresh freesia and then did it with the rich razzleberry instead of blackberry bliss. Now you can see the difference there, and you can see which one you prefer. This, I used the layering circles, so there's a bit of a difference when it comes to the next size up. This one has just a small little hint of that rich razzleberry on there. This one, it's a big size difference that you can see how they layered together. But still, it really shows off this gorgeous paper. And I think it would really kind of, you know, let somebody know, here's a gorgeous card. But it is okay to not be okay, right? Because we all have those days, right? We're just human. All right, so that is card number 2. So let me move some of this stuff so I can get to, drum roll, card number 3. Let me clean these things off really quick. And of course, make sure on your order that you order yourself a Simply Chamois, because you're gonna want this for cleaning all your stamps. All right, let me move that. All right, with this next card, I'm gonna be playing with my fave. This is the On the Farm. This is a whole bundle. But this paper can be earned only as a level 1. So spend $50. You can get yourself this beautiful pack of On the Farm paper. It's called Day at the Farm is what the paper is called. The actual stamp set and bundle is On the Farm. But you've got these, let me move these cut pieces out of the way so I can show you the actual big paper. Look at this. Aren't these so cute? Now just wait. I gotta show you guys something that is so cool, that the dies in the On the Farm die set actually cut these animals right out of this paper. So like this, the cow lines right up and we'll cut that cow right out of there. And then, well, let me try to get him back on there. The pig will get cut out. See, it cuts out both pigs, the mama and the baby. Then it cuts out even these little flowers. You've got this one that cuts out the flowers. And there's even the one that cuts out that little green little leaf right there. It is right here. See it? Right down here at the very bottom with his barn. This is a huge die set, you guys. Oh. This fits right there and cuts that little leaf out. Super cute, right? So just know you have so many options with this set. So we're going to be using this super cute set here. So on the back side, you've got such pretty red. This is so my kitchen right here. My kitchen's done in this color red. That's what I have all my accents in. And I have, I do all chickens and roosters in my kitchen. That is my theme. And look at the cows grazing. So I think the die cut actually cuts out that, does it cut out the tree? No, not this tree. I think it's a tree and another one. Okay, and then you've got this beautiful meadow. These would make gorgeous if you take your kids to like pumpkin patches or out on the farm to visit a farm or whatnot. These would be great for scrapbooking pages. Look at this one with that little farm scenery. You've got your barn and your silo and then your grazing little cows. This is a neat little textured piece that has your crumb cake on there. I love this one. Look at the geese and the chicks and the chickens, and then you've got the windmill. But look at this. Look. Oh my goodness. You've got the chicken fencing. Isn't that so cool? I love it. Love the back side of this. I wish I could have both sides, right? Which I did because I already cut up the other one. There's a full sheet of that piece that I was showing you that has, that would be great for a scrapbook page. Looks like the tree die cut would die cut that tree. Did I miss one of the trees? Okay, see, Cheryl's got it. This tree right here, that will die cut those. She's on it. So the little red trees, you can use the dies to cut those out. I think the sheep and stuff are too big for this one, but you know what? I think the chicken, you've got a little chicken die right here. I think it might actually cut out this chicken. There's just so much. Oh my goodness. Let's see. No, not that one. And not that one. Oh, that one right there. Nope, it doesn't even line up with that one. Okay, so nope, the chicken doesn't line up. It might line up with this one though. That's probably the one that it lines up with. Okay, and then you've got the back side of that is that balmy blue with this little florally print on the back side of that. And then you've got these vegetables. I'm going to do my scrapbook page with these. This is going to be the background for my paper because when I do my yearly garden, I always take pictures of it. So I thought, what a great paper for doing your garden for a scrapbook page. And then you've got the yellow on the back side of this. So that is, again, you can earn that with your celebrations item. That is called Day on the Farm. Let me take a drink here really quick. All right, so I'm going to leave this out because we're going to need this. And we're going to need the stamp set. Now the stamp set, the dies cut out all of these little pieces here and that chicken right there. You can stamp the chicken, color her in, and die cut her out. The silo, the trees, the mountains, this does not cut these, but you've got 3 different kinds of mountains that have different textures to them. Thinking happy thoughts of you today from all of us, and today is a good day. And then you've got this really neat like roll of hay, and I'm also going to be using the clouds and stuff in this one. So let's get to this card because this card is kind of detailed on what I used. So let me get all the pieces out here. So my base is crumb cake. This is 8.5 by 5.5. We're going to fold it in half. Again, using my side of my trimmer, I'm going to take this and then see, my card is perfectly straight on both sides. My next layer that I'm using, this is that chicken wiring paper with the little chicks on the back side. This is 4 3/4 by 3.5. This is going to go on the front of our card. Then I've grabbed a couple little pieces of that designer series paper. This is 3 by 1.5. So I've got it in the balmy blue. I've got it in that red plaid. And then I grabbed a piece of Daffodil Delight paper. I think it's Daffodil Delight. Let me see. Yep, Daffodil Delight is the coordinating color. And what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to grab my Versamark and I'm going to grab that little hay wheel. And just to add some texture to this, I'm just going to add that wheel of hay. with Versamark, so it just gives it that little bit of texture that I need. And as it sits there, you can see it getting darker because that's what Versamark does, is it is a watermark. So it will take the paper's natural color and make it look like it's wet, so it kind of darkens up. If you can see that. So it just gives it just a little bit of an off tone to that paper. Okay, so that's going to go there. That is going to be our card base. Then for my main focal point, I took my layering circles again. And I took this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the 6th one up from the smallest, and cut my white piece. And then the 6th up, I used cherry cobbler, since this is cherry cobbler here. I'm going to take a piece of garden green scrap along with there's like a ground mountain piece here that has these like a mountain scenery. I'm going to take that and cut off a piece from that. I'm just going to set it on there. And when I do, I'm going to cut off a piece that looks like that. That is going to be the bottom of my circle for my ground layering. And then we are going to need to bring over the mini cut and emboss so we can cut the rest of our pieces. I just wanted those big pieces to be cut and shown to you guys that way. And then everything else we're going to actually cut. All right, so let's not lose our layers here. Let me set that there. All right, we're going to need some other layers here. We're going to need a piece of black scrap. We're going to need a white scrap. We're going to need a crumb cake and another piece of that cherry cobbler. So let me do a little bit of stamping. So I'm going to stamp on my cherry cobbler piece, and I'm going to stamp on my crumb cake. And so for these, I need the barn. Okay. And I need my memento. Okay, we're going to stamp this just like that. See that cute little barn? Isn't that so cute? Love it. All right, then I need my crumb cake. Open up my chamois here. Okay, then I need the little silo up here. And I'm going to do that also in memento. Okay, so we're going to cut that out. Then I need the clouds. So for the clouds, I'm going to use Balmy Blue. And the little cloud set right up here. And my white scrap. Okay, like that. And then while we have this pad out, I guess I kind of jumped the gun on grabbing that. I need my little circle, my white circle here. Okay, I'm going to close the black. Not put it away yet because I still have to stamp my sentiment. I'm going to grab my little brush here for my what is this? Balmy Blue, and my blending brush, and just get off some of that excess, and then I'm just going to lightly go around the top of this circle. And it's very, very faint and very, very light. But to just give it that blue tint of a sky. And then close that. Okay. Then on this same little white scrap, I'm going to take the Memento and get my sentiment stamped. I'm going to say from all of us. Just like that. Okay. So I'm going to move that, bring this in here, and then we're going to start die cutting all of our pieces. So I'm going to do my barn. And maybe I can fit my silo on there, but then things are going to start moving on me. So I'll just do it one at a time so I make sure everything stays. Okay, there's my barn. Let's set that right there. Then I need, what did I say that I needed? The little silo. So put the silo there. Line that up. Okay, run that through. All right, there's my silo, my barn. Okay, gotta do my cloud. But with this black piece right here, I'm going to take the little windmill. Oops. See, there's a windmill. I'm going to take that and put that on this little black scrap here. Cut that out. Because that doesn't have to line up to any stamped image. So yes, this one has a lot of die cutting, but wait till you guys see the finished product. You're going to love it. And you're going to say, oh, see, that was very worth all that die cutting. Okay, let's do the clouds. Okay. Done with all of that. We'll have to bring all of our pieces back in here. Right? You definitely need this set, Peggy. I'm telling you, it is so stinking cute. Okay. I'm gonna put all this away since I'm done with that. Oh, did you guys see? Look at this little sheep right here. It even has like the little swirls that you can add to his hair to give it some texture so it looks like it's a little swirly sheep wool. Okay, this I'm going to mess with that when we're closer to that point. All right, right here, I need to take this green piece and lay it on there and then glue that. So I'm just gluing it right to the bottom part of this circle. Going right to the edge there. Okay. And then I will cut the excess off of this. Okay, just like that. So that gives me my little greenery. Then on this greenery, I'm going to take the, now you've got this little bit of green grass. Ugh. Things seem to be super sticky this time, which is good. I'm not complaining because sometimes they get a little less adhesive, and so I'm not complaining, but I just can't get them off of there. Now I'm going to take my Memento, or my Versamark, again, just adding some watermark, and just adding just a little bit of grass on this, just like that, okay? Nothing huge, just a little bit. So can you guys see that? Just giving it a little bit of a grass look to that. And now we're going to start building this. So I'm going to take my little barn and put it there, but then I need to make sure that I have enough space. So I'm going to put this on first. This is my little windmill. Then the barn. Okay, then my little silo, I'm going to tuck right behind part of that barn. Okay, then I'm going to take my clouds, and what I'm going to do with them is I'm going to take my my Wink of Stella, and I'm just going to lightly wink up my clouds, give them a little bit of sparkle, because why not have some sparkly clouds, right? So it looks like the sun is shining off of them, because they're not dark gray clouds, they're bright blue puffy clouds. What do they call those? There's a name for those clouds. I was actually just watching Dinosaur Train with my daughter earlier today, and they had a whole lesson on clouds. So you'd think I should know that, but I don't remember. The cumulus or whatever they're called, I don't remember. Cumulus clouds? Circulus? I don't remember what it is. I'm giving you false information. Okay, so I'm going to pop up my clouds. If I don't get them stuck to everything first. So we're going to go like this, and I need my little tweezers so I can actually hold on to them since my hands don't want to work. So I'm going to go like this and just place these right here, where they're kind of just hanging just a little bit off of that circle. Then, here's my red. So look how cute that is on that little red, little scallopy circle. Just kind of makes this whole little barn and everything pop on that. Okay, so now let's take from all of us. Now what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to cut this out of here, and I am going to come in here and just fussy cut this little word out of here. Oops, if I can hang on to it again. My hands do not want to work. Okay, so very, very tiny. This is again where I'm gonna need my little tweezers here. I'm just gonna add some glue to this, and this is just gonna get stuck right here in the grass. Just like that. Okay, now let's get to, oh, look, I need my little cow. See, watch. Whoop. See, it just sucks those little things right up. So cute. All right, so let's get this all adhered. So this, I'm gonna put at an angle. Just like that. Then I'm going to put these at an angle. So this is going to go right here. And then my blue is going to go right here. And then my red's going to tuck in right like that. Okay. All right, so let me get those adhered. Okay. Okay, just like that. And now we're going to bring in this little circle. We're going to grab some dimensionals. Then we're going to place this right, holding this straight. I'm going to place this right here. Just like that. All right, and then we need some of the, do those have white? Those have white. There was another one that I was thinking of. Oh, those ones that I had just used. Oh, there we go. Because see, those have white. These ones have almost like a shiny because they've been cut like little diamond cuts. This is just a solid flat a flat white. These are called the enamel dots. I just want to add a circle right to, or a dot to the middle of my windmill. So these are a little less shiny. I think I'm going to go with one of these. And this comes in small, medium, large. So we're going to go with the medium-sized one. Oops. Hopes if I get it stuck on there. Okay, we're going to go like that. And then we need some more for good measure. I'm going to put one right there. And then the tiny one right beside it. Okay, just like that. Okay. It's weird that it doesn't say the name on the front of these. Because see how everything else right here, it says what they're called. But this one doesn't. So they are the Enamel Dots Essentials. Those are in the new mini catalog as well. So those are new. So there we are, our super cute little on the farm little card. I just love all the texture in this. I think it is so adorable. I made another one right here. So that's what I've been copying it off of. Because I wanted to make sure I had one for myself, since this one's going to get sent to one of you for sharing this video. So I had to make one for myself because of course, it's just my jam. So there you guys go. So let me bring out all three of the cards that we have made tonight. Okay, there is the first one, our Easel card. I know, isn't the on the farm so cute? Oh, I love it too. But of course, like I joke around, it would have been my $1 million set. I joked about that when I saw that when we were at on stage over in Anaheim. When I saw this in that catalog, since we get to get the catalog during that event, I was like, oh my God, they put my $1 million set in the catalog already. I haven't hit $1 million yet, but I was just being funny because this would be something I would so design if I was going to come up with a stamp set. So there are all three of our cards for this week. Like, comment, share. So this is for like, comment, share. That will be the cards that you are in the running for. So if you are interested in one of those cards, make sure you do one of those three or do all three of them, and it gets you in the winning for all of them. All right, you guys, thank you so much for sticking with me this evening. Also, don't forget, you guys can start ordering from that new catalog on the 5th. So much fun. Don't forget to make sure you get your celebrations freebies when you place your orders. Don't forget, you guys can use my December host code. And I will change that coming up in a couple of weeks. So don't even pay attention to that. It says December. That's the current host code at the moment. All right, you guys, have a wonderful rest of your evening. I will see you guys back here on Thursday for coffee and cards. I do have to inform you that the following week on the 12th, I will not be on here for coffee and cards. My mom has to go have an angiogram done, and we have to be there at 6:30 in the morning, and the procedure takes, I guess they have to, I don't know what it all consists of, but I will not be here for my coffee and cards on the 12th. So just to let you guys know, I know I told you guys I had some things coming up during the month of January and that I would keep you guys informed on what was going on. And then I will let you guys know when she goes in to have her surgery. So, all right, you guys, take care of yourselves and have a wonderful rest of your week. Bye-bye. Don't forget to look on the 4th for that supply list of mystery stamping. All right, good night, you guys. Bye.